combining the three products together, the ancillary text and the music video, I believe that overall, as a combination, they are quite effective, as there's a clear continuity between the pieces. I think that is quite clear, and there's a house style, there's a typology, the annotations that are planted within each product, and I believe that added together they all make quite an effective combo, as they all reinforce the ideology of the band and the ideology that I'm trying to get across. I feel like tying into Roland Barthes's theory on semiotics, they all have each individual element of semiotics with sounds and signifiers all adding together, contributing together both individually in each ancillary text, and when you add them all up together to reinforce this going out lifestyle. Same again with the song, reinforcing the song's meaning, and I believe that it does have quite an effective combination. I believe that all the products together represents the ideology in quite a new way. I can't say that the ideology I'm trying to represent has ever been enforced or looked at this way before, not that I've ever seen in media products. I have taken influence from other products such as The Establishment, written by Owen Jones, who did a full book about this sort of ideology of the people being higher than us, owning us, like us working for them, that sort of belief. And I feel like this product sort of extends on that ideology and represents it in a media form, in the form of a music video. And I can't say again that I've ever seen it done this way before. If I was to redo this, I would look at the three product more specifically the music video, and I would probably create a better narrative for the music video, as it didn't really come out as I wanted it to in the story. Like when I did my animatic and storyboard, I had this image of connoting the same sort of ideology, but I don't think it was delivered in the way I wanted it to, although I am happy with the result. But if I was to do it again, I think I'd create a better narrative, a more structured narrative, give myself a bit more time so I could put a bit more thought into it. In terms of continuity, the house style and how they all work together to reinforce the ultimate ideology, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think they all work together well. I just feel like the music video could have had a better narrative, a clearer narrative. And I have found this in my audience feedback, that a lot of people struggle to follow the narrative, or that it could have been made a bit more clear. All in all, the feedback was good in terms of the ancillary text and the combination of those and the music video, as they all do enforce straightforward and basic ideology. Also, if I was to do this again, I think I would have definitely got some better images, original images from our ancillary text. Not the poster, the magazine advert. I was quite happy with that, and I was quite happy with the way I manipulated that image in Photoshop. But the ancillary text, in terms of the album casing, I would definitely have had better images for that, as they were quite rushed and taken from the music video. Rather than being lazy and taking out the music video, I could have got original images. I think if I was to condense it, I'd say the front cover of the CD. I would definitely have had a better front cover, but I think I did manipulate that image well and get across the ideology that I wanted. So I'm still happy with it, but I would say that I would have got better original images. Something that wasn't very effective and could have been improved was probably some of the lack of emotion in the music video. Me as a director, directing this music video and playing the guitar in it, I did try my hardest to put a bit of emotion into it, get a bit gritty as you would performing a live song with that sort of tenor, like with raw emotion. Getting Doug, my artist, get into the role, it did take a bit of time. The first draft, you can see that he wasn't really into it, but I feel like there is a significant improvement comparing the first draft to my final submission. There was a lot more emotion, although I feel like he could have put a bit more emotion into it, gone a bit more aggressive. And I feel like that would have helped to force the ideology of the product, and I feel like that would have made a substantial impact as a denotation when combined with the rest of the product, the other two ancillary texts. I can't say that the music video maybe the music video has some elements, and I did say in the first question that there were influences from other products. I can't say as a finished product and a complete product that it looks like anything that I've seen on the market or looks like any existing artwork or a music video. Perhaps the music video does look a little bit like a Slaves video, but I can't say that the ancillary texts look like anything I've seen. And I feel like they are quite original, and it does represent ideology of the same sort of lifestyle week in, week out in quite an effective way. I can't say that I've ever seen it done that way before, and I do believe that it is quite an effective combination. There are images in each product that if you were to put them together, which I think is it's a positive, and my audience will engage with this properly. I feel like they are like images that you could put together and still realise that it's the same product. I don't think there's anything far out, or where if you look at the videos and look at the poster, you won't be able to tell that they were the same or related products. So I think that's a positive. But I'd say that there were some hardships with the emotional part of the performance, and also definitely getting the studio set up to record the performance elements there. That was something I did find difficult, and maybe the performance elements won't be as effective as I'd like them to, and I feel like that is because of our limited space. There was problems with the cameras, also psychologically, mentally, with the problems with the cameras and setting up all the things. Me and Doug struggled to find the motivation to get into it and to film a good thing that wasn't rushed. Some of the footage was rushed because over time it was becoming harder and harder, difficulty with the cameras, SD cards, we had many problems. So I feel like that was something that wasn't as effective as I'd like it to be, but I'd still feel like it was pretty effective, and I feel like it connotes the meaning that I want it to, and I feel like my audience will engage with it properly.